manipulate the fears in others, you must first master your own. Are you ready to begin?
I can barely stand.
Death does not wait for you to be ready. Death is
You
not
normally
considerate.
boot kick people like that when they first come to your dojo?
Not when they first come in, no. Now, I will say that if someone's not prepared to fight, don't step on the mats. So that's actually not bad right there. Go and pause it.
Yeah, so he's already mentioned two fighting styles.
So,
He's
right.
mentioned Tiger and Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes. So on the Tiger, the Bruce Wayne character, of course, charges right at him, which is very typical of a Tiger-style fighter. They have one direction, right at you.
Mm-hmm.
The Liam Neeson character sidesteps in a very circular manner, deflects him. Yeah, that's pretty good fundamental martial arts right there, actually. You don't want to take a Tiger fighter head on.
Mm-hmm.
Then it becomes a matter of who's stronger, who has more momentum, who has just more brute force. That's not necessarily good martial arts. You take that energy, you deflect it, you go to the side with it. That was pretty good.
It's moves and counter moves.
Yes.
I'm assuming. So when Bruce Wayne attacks Ducard with the Tiger, is Ducard deflecting it with another Tiger move, or is he using a different style altogether?
He's using a different style altogether.
Okay.
So what he does there, you can't really see his footwork in the scene, but you definitely see him move a bit. And he circles out. So in the Kempo system, we have what we call our 10 laws of Kempo. One of those 10 laws is the circle versus line. What that means, if someone's coming at you with a linear attack, you use circular against them. Conversely, if they're coming at you with a circular attack, you use a linear attack. Mm-hmm. So other styles have similar concepts. It's not particularly unique to what we do, but that thematic element of meet the style with a counter style is exactly what he does in that scene, where he moves to the side and you can see it looked like his forward arm does more of a sweeping type of movement where it's coming across this way, where now, okay, think about that energy coming forward and think of that sweeping movement coming across, and that's deflecting Batman's energy.
Is Kempo like the big umbrella, and then like I know this isn't going to be accurate when I say this, so just kind of as an example,
sure.
Kempo is the umbrella, and under it is like Tiger, Jiu-Jitsu, and Panther.
In a very rudimentary description, yes.
Okay.
The full answer to that would probably be about an 8-hour podcast.
No.
Right, but yes.
I don't think I could stand you for 8 hours.
Likewise.
Panther's in it.
Panther, yeah.
Skills. This is not a dance.
That's kind of ironic. He says this is not a dance, but it is.
It kind of is, though, right?
Yeah.
Not of me.
And go and pause it there. So
that's the end of the scene.
Yeah. So you look at a lot. He says Panther. Lost Styles are called the leopard. 6 of one, half a dozen of another, and a very agile type of style. On that one, he takes a little bit more of a direct approach to defend it. I'm not quite sure if I'd call it a Tiger approach per se, but he definitely takes a more aggressive approach. He's not trying to meet the agility of the leopard or the panther with more agility. He's more holding his ground and just taking his own or that agility of the leopard and just moving it over here and getting him off balance.
Mm-hmm. And he gets him in a chokehold, as we see. I know we kind of ironically said, he said this is not a dance, but it absolutely is a choreographed really fight scene.
It really is, right. You when you look at a good fight, two good fighters, there is an aesthetic aspect to it. One of the things I always tell people, martial arts, it's the second word. Art, right? There is an absolute art form to it. We have a mutual friend, Kayalise, and she's a very accomplished dancer. And I remember I made a comment to her once. She is one of my black belts as well. And I made a comment that, I have no artistic ability. She said, yeah, you do, Sensei. It's just in a different way. Right? You're, one of your guests, Alex Ramon.
Yeah.
He was saying, play your song the way you know how is the advice his grandmother gave him.
Right.
And how does Mr. Ramon play his song? With cards.
Right.
Right. And there's an artistic beauty to that, whether you're talking about dancing or magic or, yeah, two skilled fighters.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. On a scale of 1 to 10 of accuracy, where would you kind of gauge Batman Begins?
Look at a 7 or an 8.
7 or 8. Okay. There's other fight scenes in the movie, of course.
Sure.
I just chose this one particular because of the various stances that he uses. Because when you see Batman later, they're not calling out, "Oh my gosh, he's using leopard on us!"
Sure. And that is a difficult part in that, is you can't necessarily see their movement too well.
True.
And when you talk about the quality of a fighter, their foundation, meaning their stance, is huge on that.
Right. And also, another reason why I chose this scene is exactly what you just said. You can't really see because they're just moving too quick.
Right.
Much like, and this is why I wanted you to tell you that story earlier, the story where you beat up those guys in Reno. Right. They're saying the camera, it's only like a couple seconds long.
Sure.
Whereas we're in the audience, we want to be entertained by long fight scenes.
Right.
But Batman Begins, this is why I love this movie, Batman puts them down quick.
Right.
Right. And even though he's calling out these various styles, the only thing we really see Bruce Wayne do is the initial stance of Tiger Panther, right? Which are those real stances that he's doing? Yeah, they're actually real stances.
Yes. Different styles call them different things, right? It can be as basic as a fighting stance or a cat stance or something along those lines. We don't necessarily call them a tiger stance or a panther stance or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right. Having said that, yes, there's legitimacy to getting into a particular type of stance to match the style that you're trying to do for the given moment. Yes.